So, welcome everyone for this magical morning of day 15, where we'll talk about magically healing our relationships. So, if you look on the left hand side, you have this beautiful fireplace. In front of that is a beautiful table with this candle. And the candle is a light of hope and of friendship. And it's also on a hearty stand. So, there's a heart also. And there's a beautiful picture frame which has all the magic. It's got two people, and the magic starts there. So today is all about that, and let's understand what the day will unfold. Let's start a beautiful, magical morning with this beautiful relationship. If you have a difficult or broken relationship, are suffering from a broken heart, or hold any resentment or blame towards another person for anything, you can change it through gratitude. Gratitude will magically improve any relationship, any difficult relationship, whether that person is a husband or wife, brother or sister, son or daughter, partner, boss, business client, work colleague, mother or father in law, parent, friend, or neighbor. When we are faced with a difficult relationship or a challenging situation in a relationship, in almost all cases, we are not in the least bit grateful for the other person. So, what does it mean? So, gratitude is an attitude which will change our relationships for the best, right? So, whether it's a working relationship, it's a blood tie relationship, or it's a heart relationship, anything will become amazing. But if we have a difficult relationship with whoever, maybe the boss, maybe a partner, whoever, then in most cases, and if you reflect within yourself, we haven't ever been grateful for that relationship and that person. So right now, I'll give an example of, say, a boss. If I'm probably working for somebody, and if I keep blaming that boss of mine that, okay, he's like this, she's like this, and so rude, so rude. Have I ever counted my blessings that this boss of mine has given me bread and butter, livelihood, a job, entrusted the company is working on me, some part of the company on me. So, but we don't do that. All we're talking about, harping on the fact is that he's such a negative person, he's such a crook, or he's such not a people's person. And we start blaming. So now Rhonda Byrne says, instead of counting our blessings or being grateful for the other person, we are busy blaming the other person for the problems we have with them. And that means we don't have a shred of gratitude. Blame is never going to make a relationship better, and it's never going to make your life better. In fact, the more you blame, the worse the relationship gets, and the worse your life gets. Whether it's a current relationship or a past relationship, if you harbor bad feelings towards another person, practicing gratitude will eliminate those feelings. Why would you want to remove your bad feelings about another person? So, again, it's very important to understand that relationships become toxic once we start talking negative, criticizing it. And the relationship, whether it's currently there or you've had a relationship but you haven't forgiven the person, you have a grudge against him or her. So even now, if you start practicing gratitude, and if you're able to eliminate those feelings, which you can with gratitude, then your life will become amazing. So the question is, why would you want to remove your bad feelings about another person? Why? Okay, Gautam Buddha says, founder of Buddhism, what does he say? Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. So, how profound, right? So, if I have a bad relationship with somebody, and right now, maybe to him it doesn't matter, but in my heart, I'm brooding and talking negative. Oh, he's so toxic. He's like this. He's like that. Or she's like this. I'm holding on to the anger. And what am I doing? I'm burning myself. You don't even realize that this burn could actually get you to be sick, physically, mentally sick. So that's the reason it's very important to eliminate your bad feelings about another person or relationships. Rhonda Byrne says, bad feeling about another person burn your life, but gratitude will eliminate them. For example, if you have an ex partner who's connected to you through your children and the relationship isn't good, look at your children's faces and realize that they won't even be alive if it wasn't for your ex partner. Your children's lives are one of the most precious gifts you have. Look at your children and give thanks to your ex partner for their lives every single day, as well as bringing peace and harmony to the relationship. Through your example, you will be teaching your children the greatest tool for their life, gratitude. So, very important for us to understand that while we're intertwining gratitude in our lives, we can begin with leading by example and letting our children also join this world of gratitude. Because today, at whatever age we have got gratitude in us, remember, it's something which is a beautiful gift and can be given to us at any time. To children who are already here listening to this beautiful book, welcome to the world of abundance. You're so fortunate that you're hearing this session now at this age, and you will realize that when you grow with an attitude of gratitude, your life will be nothing but magical. So, how wonderful! Welcome to this world. Rhonda Byrne says, if you're suffering from a broken heart or grief due to your relationship having ended, you can use gratitude's magical power to transform your pain. Gratitude magically transforms emotional pain into healing and happiness faster than anything else. And the story of my parents is a perfect example of that. So it's very simple that if somebody has lost a loved one, or the relationship has become sour, or something's happened, you can transform even that emotional pain into healing. And you'll become so much more faster, happy faster. Why? Because the relationship is ended for whatever reason, or you have a broken heart, or you're grieving. That means you do have some pain in your heart. But how do you heal from that? Let's understand with the example of Rhonda's parents. My mother and father fell in love with each other virtually at first sight. From the moment they met, they were truly grateful to be with each other, and they had the most beautiful marriage I've ever seen. When my father died, my mother understandably suffered from enormous grief. After months of suffering, she began to use gratitude's magical power, and despite her immense grief and pain, she looked for things to be grateful for. She began with the past and she recalled all the wonderful times of happiness she had received through the decades with my father. Then she took the next big step and she looked for things to be grateful for in the future. One by one, she found them. She found or remembered things she had always wanted to do but didn't have time to do when my father was alive. And with this courageous step of gratitude, opportunities to fulfill her dreams magically poured in her, and her life became rich with happiness again. The magical power of gratitude gave my mother a new life. So now her mother was grieving, and now the minute she said thank you for the wonderful times. So think about all the good times. You may not have done that, but you can do that now. And you will find out that how people heal, how magic comes, how life becomes so magical. For today's magical practice, you're going to look for a hot coal that is burning your life and literally turn it into gold through gratitude. So, what do? Today, we choose one difficult, problematic, or broken relationship that you want to improve. It doesn't matter whether the person is currently in your life or if it's a past relationship and the person is no longer in your life. So it doesn't matter whether the person is alive or not, with you or not, it doesn't matter. You just simply have to look at the toxicity in your body where you have something negative about somebody, brooding in your body, growing in your body, or maybe just sitting stationary. So you have to eliminate that by your extra dose of gratitude. Today, what will we do? We'll sit down and make a written list of 10 things you're grateful for about the person you've chosen. Think back through the history of the relationship and think the great things about the person or the great things you received from the relationship. The easiest way to do this is to think back of the way things were before the relationship deteriorated or ended. If the relationship was never good, then think hard about any good qualities in the person because they are there. So let's face it one thing, whether we hate the person, whether we abhor the idea of being with the person or whatever, everyone has goodness, everyone has gray shades also. So let's try and find the goodness. This magical practice is not about who is right or wrong. No matter what you feel someone has done to you, no matter what someone has said or didn't do, you can magically heal the relationship. And you don't need the other person in order to heal it. There is gold in every relationship, even the difficult ones. And to bring riches to all your relationship and your life, you have to find the gold. As you dig in, discover a nugget of gold, write it down. Address the person by name and express your sentiments in gratitude. So, again, today we will try and find the best thing that we had with the person and we will talk about it. For example, we give the name to the person. Name, I'm grateful for this. So now the 10 examples coming our way. So Rhonda Byrne is talking about her husband right now. They have both divorced, as she said, and she's talking about 10 good things for him. Paul, I'm grateful for our time together. While our marriage did end, I learned a lot. I'm so much more wiser today, and I use what I learned from our marriage in many of my relationships today. Second, Paul, I'm grateful for everything you did to try and make our marriage work because 10 years of marriage means you did try. Third, Paul, I'm grateful to you for our children. The joy I receive from them every day could not be without you. Fourth, Paul, I'm grateful to you for the hard work and long hours you put in to support our family while I was at home taking care of our children. It was a big responsibility to have all of us dependent on you. So thank you. 5. Paul, I'm grateful to you for the precious moments I had with our children as they grew up. I got to see our children talk and walk for the first time, and I know you didn't have that opportunity. So, again, counting the blessings and thinking that where you got lucky and the person didn't is also imperative. Number 6, Paul, I'm grateful for your support when I went through a difficult time of grief and loss. Paul, I'm grateful to you for the times when I was sick and you did your best to take care of me and the children. Paul, I'm grateful for the great times we had, and we did have many. Paul, I'm grateful that you want to continue to be a father to our children. And lastly, Paul, I'm grateful for your support and the time you want to give to our children. I know they mean as much to you as they do to me. So it's very important to look at these final little blessings, count them, and feel grateful. By the time you finish your gratitude list of 10 things, you should feel much better about the person and the relationship. The ultimate point you want to reach is where you have no bad feelings towards a person anymore because it's your life that is harmed by those feelings. Every relationship is different, and if need be, you may choose to repeat this magical practice over several days until you reach the point where you don't have any bad feelings towards a person anymore. If you're using gratitude's magical power to improve a current relationship, you will see the relationship begin to change miraculously before your eyes. It only takes one person to magically change a relationship through gratitude. but it is the person who uses gratitude who receives the benefits in their whole life. So let's understand that you are going to be letting go and your toxicity will go, and your gratitude may make the person call you up again as well. And believe me, this is very beautiful. I've had so many testimonials from people who say that, ma'am, we were not in touch for such a long time, and all of a sudden I got this call from America, and she was like, how are you doing? It's just been so long we haven't connected. And the feeling was heartwarming. So imagine magic exists, my dear friends. It exists. So please go for it if you have some bad relationship, which you may be having. So let's talk about Rhonda Byrne's advice further. She says, if you choose a past relationship where you're not in contact with the person anymore, you will feel a peace and happiness. You will feel a sense of peace and happiness fill you. And at the same time, you will see other relationships in your life magically improve. So it's very beautiful to know that, when we let go of something that's toxic in our body, we become so much better, and we're able to accept even what we have in our life in a much better way, because the quality of our relationships by large improve. So you may be working on that one toxic relationship, but your other relationship will become better. In the future, if a relationship becomes challenging, remember to use this magical practice immediately. You will stop the difficulties before they get any bigger. And instead, you will increase the magic in the relationship. Magical practice number 15. Today's practice is beautiful, so please do it. Even if you have a not such a good harmonious relationship, it's okay, it's not bad, but yet nothing is perfect. It's not perfect. And so just do it. So if you're like those lucky ones who have nothing bad, find that one thing, because you need to heal. It's an internal level healing. Magically heal your relationships. First and most important for every day is counting our blessings, making a list of 10 blessings. Write why you're grateful. Let's read them again. And at the end of each blessing, let's say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Second, choose one difficult, problematic, or broken relationship that you want to improve. So again, please think about it. Choose one. If you have many, and you can do the exercise today one, tomorrow the second person, day after third person. Continue for as long. But Rhonda Byrne, practices are basically one a day. Count your blessings and Magic Rock is every single day. So then third part is today we sit down and make a written list of 10 things you're grateful for that one person you've chosen. Write in the following ways: dash, I'm grateful for dash. And fourth, before we sleep tonight, let's hold a magic rock in our hands and say the magic word, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. With this, we conclude the session today and magically heal your relationships. May you have a fantastic one. May all that you have negative for anybody, may that be washed off. And I hope you heal and become more magical. So let's have a magical life. Lots of love, light, and abundance to each one of you. Let's see each other tomorrow morning at the same time.